How's everyone doing today? It's Thursday, March 30th. You're listening to the podcast by Mata. I'm your host, Joe Mata. And today we've got a very, very special guest with us today from the adult industry. The modeling industry. I hope I don't butcher this name. Please welcome to the show, Kyla Jeante. Did I get that right? Pardon?
It's Kyla or Jeante.
Kyla Jeante. Okay, got it. Now, how did you get started in the modeling industry?
I've been modeling since I was like 7 years old. It's always been a passion of mine, acting, singing, dancing, modeling. And it's kind of like my dad, he kind of introduced me to the industry because he saw that I had a flair for it. So he got me in my first modeling school when I was like 7. By the age of 8, I was going everywhere doing competitions and took a break for a little while because it was starting to interrupt school schedules. And then I just always found my way back to it no matter what was going on. Whether I was in college, decided to take a break, or I just always found myself coming right back.
Okay. All right. Now, in your years, I mean, I've before I started doing this podcast, I was a photographer for 15 years. Do you have a favorite photographer that you always like to work with because you guys just click and capture some good stuff?
In my home state, I'm from Louisiana, by the way, but there's a town called Alexandria, and there's a really, really awesome photographer there named Jesse Butler. His studio is called Weird Rabbit.
Okay.
And I love shooting with Jesse because it's like no matter what we shoot, no matter what weird off the wall concept, he calls me up and he's like, "Hey, let's do this." And I'm like, "Yeah, let's go for it." It always comes out phenomenal. Like, I'm in love with his work.
Yeah. Like I said, there's when I was doing photography, I mean, there were just certain models, you could just do a certain scene, and like you said, it just comes out fabulous because you just got this like unique click with this model. And like, say your photographer, he could do the same exact shoot with a different model, and because there's not that little click that you have with your photographer, the pictures aren't going to look the same. So I mean, I understand what you're saying. It's, when you have that certain click with a certain model, I mean, it just brings out the best in both of you, and you guys end up capturing just some beautiful, amazing shots.
Definitely.
Yeah. Now, what's the first thing that you do in the morning when you wake up?
The first thing I do in the morning?
Yeah, like your daily routine, like when you're not working on shoots and stuff like that. What's a normal day like for you?
A normal day when I'm not shooting, I'm probably checking emails because I get emails all the time about scheduling shoots. Because if I'm not shooting, that's what I'm doing. Because I'm completely freelance. I don't have a management team. I do everything by myself.
Right.
So I have to spend my days off going through my various websites, returning missed messages, emails, phone calls. I just started doing wrestling sessions, private wrestling sessions.
Uh-huh.
So that's something new that just got added to my workload this year.
And how's that working?
I like it.
Right.
I've heard horror stories. I don't have any yet, and hopefully I don't get any.
Okay.
But I like it.
Okay. Yeah, and I saw that little clip of you with doing the Undertaker pile driver type thing. Looked pretty funny. It was pretty cool. So yeah, definitely. I've seen a lot of other models. A lot of people in the adult industry, they do that type of genre, custom video type stuff for people, and it's starting to pick up a lot of steam, and people are starting to buy that type of stuff, and they really like it. Now yeah. You've been traveling all over the world, modeling and stuff. What's your favorite city?
Miami.
Yeah. Okay.
Miami. Like I can I might as well just live in Miami because like I love it. The people there remind me a lot of back home. Like we're really open and friendly. Like the further north you go, I notice they're not as like talkative and friendly as we are down south.
Uh huh.
So um, I definitely think Miami's like I always have a blast every time I go there, man. I could see how people go and never come home.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it just I don't. I mean, you being from Louisiana, you're used to it, so I don't know how I'd be able to handle that type of humidity. I don't know. Just
Yeah, it's a little hmm. It's a little intense. It's a little worse than it kind of is in Louisiana, to be honest, just a little bit. But
yeah,
it's beautiful for me.
yeah. That whole the Georgia and that whole area, just I don't know if I'd be able to handle that type of humidity. Seems pretty bad. Now, what's your favorite food you like to eat?
Oh my God, why would you ask me that? Okay, I'm picky. I like to eat everything. I'm not picky, but I guess if like I had to say I could eat something every day,
Hmm.
um, oxtails, turkey necks, and crawfish.
Okay, all right. Now, what's your biggest fear?
Oh my. Okay. I guess my biggest fear, it's kind of, it's not practical, okay? So don't laugh at me.
Okay,
Um, I have a fear of little people.
okay, all right.
I'm terrified. Like, it's not like I'm super, super, it's a weird, it's like a fear slash obsession.
Uh huh.
Like, I'm so mesmerized by them and so intrigued by them that I don't know what to do when I really like when it's time for me to interact with one. So like I kind of like freeze up.
Uh huh. So, like the show on what's it Lifetime called Little Women? Would you watch that or no?
I do and I do and I don't. Like I watch it from like I watch it, but I watch it from like under the covers.
Okay, okay,
Like
all right. No, I just I mean, you got people that are afraid of clowns. I mean, to me, a clown it's a clown. But some people are afraid of that. Me myself, I won't get in any water where I can't see my feet. So I won't jump in a lake. I'll go in a swimming pool. As long as I can see my feet and I see the bottom, I'm fine because I'm terrified of sharks. I
oh,
have
well,
it.
you will never get in the water here in
No,
Louisiana
no,
because you can't see your feet at all.
yeah, no way. Oh, well, down in Louisiana, I'd be afraid of alligators and stuff. So yeah, I won't get in the water if I can't see my feet. So now, do you have a favorite book or a movie that you like?
Uh, it's the same answer for both of them because it's a book.
Okay,
One of my favorite authors is Anne Rice, and my favorite story is Interview with a Vampire, and that's also like one of my all-time favorite movies.
okay, all right. Yeah, that's definitely a good movie for sure, for sure. Um, Now, what type of jobs did you? I mean, you said you've been pretty much modeling since you were 7. So I don't know if this question would fit in, but I'll go ahead and ask it anyway. What type of jobs did you have before the modeling became serious type stuff?
I held all time. I probably worked at every fast food chain there is except for Checkers and Burger King. Um, let's see, I've worked in the ER because I went to school. Initially, I was going to nursing school, and then I changed my major
Hmm.
when I went back. And I finished in medical office administration and medical billing and coding. So I ended up working in the ER, which I absolutely love because I like horror movies are my favorite genre.
Hmm.
So anytime anybody would come in with any like serious injury where everyone was like, okay, I can't go and talk to this patient because I can't stomach that, I was the one they sent in because I love that stuff. Like I like there's never a dull moment in the ER, and I don't like just sitting in a cubicle like doing nothing.
Right, right. Yeah, that blood. That's I don't. That's something I can't handle that stuff. Yeah, I remember um, when my kids were born. You know, they did the C-section thing, and I almost fainted. They almost had me leave the room because I got all. The doctor says, "Don't look down," you know, and I okay, yeah, no problem. And I looked down, and whoa, I got all weary head, and they had to sit me down. Um, now,
That's mild.
pardon?
I said that's mild.
I know that's what I'm saying. I got, I got. I don't think I'd be able to work there. Um, Now, what do you think the sexiest city in the world is?
The sexiest city?
Yes.
Hmm. I don't know.
I mean, I've had people say Vegas. I've had others say San Francisco. Um,
I haven't done this yet. I do Vegas on April 18th to the 24th.
okay.
I haven't done Vegas yet, so I
Oh
don't
wow.
know.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna say, um, I'd probably say that'd be Miami for me too, because I mean I just got back from New York 2 days ago, and I want to say, even though I loved it, the energy is different.
Right.
Like in
Right.
my everybody gives off this energy, whether they're like young, old, male, female, they give off this energy like they just want to have sex with you right then and there. It
Mm-hmm.
could be the person rolling your burrito. He's gonna roll it like he wants to have sex with you. Like
Okay. All righty. Um. No, you're going to be in Vegas when?
April 18th to the 24th.
18th to the 24th. Now, um, is that going to fall in like a Monday or Tuesday?
I believe the 18th is a Wednesday, I believe, and the 24th is a Monday.
Monday. Okay. Okay. Because I interact with on social media a lot with Al B. Shore. I don't know if you ever heard of
Oh,
him.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he has a radio show in Vegas, and maybe I'll email him as soon as we're done with the show here. I'll email him and let him know about you, and maybe he can set something up to where you can come in and visit the show or something.
Oh, cool. That'd be so awesome.
Yeah, I'll email him and just see what he says. You know, he may be able to do it, he may not. I don't know, but we'll definitely see if we can set that up for you. Now, do you get recognized in public? You know, because of your modeling and being in magazines and stuff. And if so, do you have any crazy stories? You know, interacting with any fans or anything?
I do get recognized. I think the craziest story would probably be because I got my start when I started doing this as a living, as my sole means of income. I got my start in Dallas,
Okay.
so there are a lot. And a lot of my social media followers and fans, they're from the Texas area. So the first time I think I ever had anybody like approach me or like run up on me, I was at McDonald's actually on my way to a job. I was hungry, so I was like, I'm gonna stop by McDonald's real quick, and then I'm going to work. So I walk in there, and the guy behind the cash register, he's like staring me down, but I can't figure out why he's staring at me. So he disappears in the back, and there's like a wall in this McDonald's with like a little hole in the door where the kitchen is,
Mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden these faces keep popping up in the little circle in the door, and I'm like, what are they doing back there? So the next thing you know, I get my food and I go to leave, and he's like, wait, aren't you like Zambu Goddess on Instagram? And I was like, guilty, that's me. And he was like, oh my God, like I love all your pictures. I love your work. I'm a huge fan. I love what you do. And then next thing you know, there's like a line of guys following me out of McDonald's. Like it was to the point where they had like a few dudes that was standing at the bus stop and they were like, do you
Uh-huh.
need like an escort off the street back to your car? Because there was like maybe like 20 or 30 guys trying to follow me back to my car. It was ridiculous. And I'm like, even
Uh-huh.
though my career makes it seem like I'm a very outgoing person,
Right.
when I'm like by myself myself. I'm very much a to myself, like introvert kind of person. So it's weird having people, and it's starting to happen more and more every day. Even when I'm in my home state,
Mm-hmm.
people approach me at the gas station, when I'm grocery shopping, when I'm at the mall. Like, so I'm starting to get used to it, but
Okay.
it freaks me out just a little bit.
Right. Right. Now, now you've done nude modeling and stuff. So is it weird knowing that thousands or maybe even millions of people have seen you naked?
No, for some reason that doesn't bother me until someone's like, there's like a bunch of guys that probably like jack off to you every day. And I'm like, I never thought about it like that. But
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's probably so. Yep. I wouldn't doubt it. Now, after you got published and whatnot, say there was a guy in high school that you liked and he didn't like you for whatever, and then all of a sudden, you're a published model now. Do you get any calls from guys who you went to high school with that didn't give you the time of day?
all the fucking time. What do you mean? all all the time. It's like people, I even get like messages from girls that I had beef with in high school, or that I've never even said more than like 2 or 3 words to in high school. Not that we weren't cool, but we just didn't run in the same circles or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And they messaged me like we were best friends. Like, hey, Kyla, oh my God, we gotta hang out. Like, and I'm like, we've never hung out a day in our lives. Why do we have to hang out now all of a sudden?
Right.
Like, guys, I get the hey big head messages, and like I'm like, but we weren't even that close for you to hey big head me. Like,
Right. Right. Okay. Now, let's see. We'll go to a simple question. We'll go. I just have this segment where I'll ask you like real quick questions, and you just your ultimate fantasy is?
my ultimate fantasy.
Yes.
Are we talking about like sexual or
Whatever you
just
want to bring up.
um? I think my ultimate fantasy, which I plan on making a reality sometime in the near future, I want to live on a ranch.
Okay.
That I want to build a ranch, and I want to have horses and cattle and chickens and goats and.
Ma'am, is Miss Nicole Bouillon here? No, she's not here. Does she live here? Yeah, okay. I'm going to leave a notice with you. Is that okay? I'll put it on the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Okay, but yeah, that's my ultimate fantasy.
Okay. All right. Now, you love your fans because?
Because through everything that I've been through, my ups, my downs, my moments of doubt, they're always there. Like, they voice their opinions so loud and let me know that no matter what I do, I can't quit. Like, they will tell me, you have to keep going. Like, every day, they send me motivational messages, comments, emails. They're like, look, you have to keep going. You have to get to that top tier where, everybody knows, where you're a household name. They won't let me quit. And I love that about them.
All right. All right. That's good to know. That's good to hear. Now, PS4 or Xbox?
PS4.
PS4. Okay. Mexican or Chinese food?
Chinese.
What's your favorite ice cream?
Neapolitan.
Okay. Now, you have a clip store, or a clip for sale store.
I do not own my own clip for sale store, but
Okay.
I am in various different clip for sale stores for other production companies.
Okay. Okay. Now, are you planning on getting one set up for just you and your own content, or?
I think eventually, because I want to get into learning more about video editing and things of that nature. Because if I do it, I want to do it right.
Okay.
So maybe one day, maybe sometime within the next year or so.
Okay. Now, what type of videos are you wanting to put on there? Do you have an idea yet, or do you already have stuff
Well,
already
known
recorded and you want to
for.
put on there?
Um, since I'm known for my wrestling and grappling videos, I definitely want to do a lot of that because I have a lot of those fans that follow me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely gonna try to do like probably my own cat fight or competitive grappling website,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I want to do more abstract fetishes like balloon fetish or messy fetish or stuff like that. I want to get into like the stuff you don't hear about too often.
Right. Right. Okay. Alrighty. Now, where can the fans find you on social media?
On social media, they can find me on Twitter at Zambo, that's ZAMBO _goddess. Also, that is my Instagram tag as well. And they can also find me on Facebook, and I will add you. If I can't add you, you can always follow me. Um, it's Kyla Jeante. That's AUJEANTE. Kyla is spelled the traditional way, KYLA.
Okay. Alrighty. All right. Well, there you have it, folks. Like to thank our guest Kyla Anjane for being on today. It was a pleasure having you on, and we would love to have you back in the near future if you'd like to.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. This was the podcast by Mata. You'll be able to find us on SoundCloud as well as YouTube, and you can follow us as well on Twitter at Podcast by Mata. And we'll thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.